Hey guys, what's going on? So, I've been approached to talk a little bit about some things that I learned on YouTube and maybe give some advice to people who think about starting up their own YouTube channel. Now, my channel is not very big. I've just got over just 600 subscribers, which is awesome, and I would have never thought that I make it beyond 100 subscribers, to be honest. But I thought it's still quite interesting because there are quite a few stories that I experienced while I was on YouTube that I would have never thought actually happened that way. So some of these points that I'm going to make are quite negative because they feed out of negative experiences. But nonetheless, I think if you want to start up a YouTube channel, this video might be quite helpful for you. So I have made 10 points, and it's the 10 things that I learned on YouTube. Coming to the very first point, and it's a quite important one actually. A while ago, I made a comment under a tutorial. This tutorial was not working. I actually don't recall what it was about. This guy was trying to show some fix for some game that was broken. I think actually it was the Fallout 3 fix, and it didn't work, and I tried it and it was all fucked, and then I worked really hard to fix it by myself, and then I finally got it. So I made a video about it myself, and I showed people how to fix it, and it seems to work for most people. The video has like, I don't know, 10,000 views now or something, and most people give positive feedback. But I went back to this video and commented underneath and said, look guys, this doesn't work, but on my channel you can find a video how it actually works. And I was genuinely just trying to help people. So I get a message from this guy who owns this channel. He's like, you advertised your video on my channel. You are banned for life from my channel, right? And not only that, he went one step further and he told all his Twitter followers to go to my video and just dislike it, blindly dislike it, despite the tutorial actually working. And not exactly that, but things like that happened quite a few times where people are really greedy. And honestly, I didn't try to direct traffic from his video to my video. That really wasn't the idea. I just tried to get as many people as possible to get it fixed, to get their game to run, and genuinely trying to help. Anyway, he had to ban me. So I guess the message is that people get really greedy when it gets around like views, when it comes around subs and stuff, because yes, it means money to them. So in my experience, people actually go a bit too far quite often just because someone tries to be helpful. I mean, yes, you have a lot of people who are just spamming under popular videos, check out my channel, whatever. But if it actually made sense, then it's a different story. Second point is, I realized mostly recently with my recent video that people take pride in stuff, and they go beyond reason, right? So I made a video about Android gaming. Obviously, if you make a video about Android gaming, a lot of people who Google that are big fans of Android gaming, and they're gonna come to your video, and if you criticize it, people are freaking out and they give dislikes and they are just full of hate. Another example are the Witcher videos that I made quite early about the Witcher downgrade, and it got like 20,000 views and people freaked out like crazy. People are like, oh, this is shit, man. There obviously was a Witcher downgrade, and in my video I wasn't all like, this game is shit, or like extremely negative. I was trying to make a point and just highlight the downgrade in itself, and people like really went aggressive. The best latest example, if you just check out my channel, is like the Star Citizen video I made, in which I just raise a few concerns, like in my opinion, in a quite diplomatic way. I never said that the game is shit. I never said that the game is not gonna happen, but I have a few doubts. Looking at recent stuff, people freak out. You know, they throw dislikes at you and they share the video. I've seen it being shared in forums where people are like, check out this idiot, he has no idea. And, you know, it's fine if you want to do that, but what I don't understand is why people go beyond reason. I mean, if I'm just hateful and I go out there and say, oh, Star Citizen is shit, whatever, okay, yeah, then it makes sense. You know, that's a dumb opinion. But if you justify your points, yeah, you might be wrong in some points, and maybe not everything is 100% correct. And yes, you can correct me. Like, nobody's perfect, that's fine. But just this blind hate that you get in the videos is just crazy. And I'm not someone who removes these comments. I leave all these comments underneath unless it gets really offensive. You know, if someone says, I'm going to kill your mother or what, something, I'm going to ban him and I'm going to remove that comment. But every element of criticism will stay under the video. And yeah, I just want to share that with the world, how people behave, because I think it's also quite, like, from a social point of view, quite interesting insight. And I do now understand why so many people are so politically correct in their videos. Right, you see so many videos where everyone is just really hard trying to not step on anyone's feet. And I now know why people do that. But to be honest, I don't really give a fuck. Like, if you want to hate me, that's fine. And I've learned quite a lot of things. Like, from the Star Citizen video, I had doubts about the engine, right? I learned a lot of things, you know, that they took the engine and they rewrote most of it. And which doesn't mean it will tick all the boxes, but that's I'm deriving from the actual topic here. But it's quite interesting how people behave if you criticize what they love. That's just the insight here, I guess. And definitely prepare to get hate. Like, no matter how great your videos are, no matter how smart your insight is or how well researched something is, just prepare to get hated. Because as soon as people have a mask, they are just dicks. Like, a certain percentage of them are, and the mask is the internet. And you can go out there and it's all these 10-year-old kiddies who are like, hey man, fuck off, I kill your mother, whatever. And they just can go all out, and that's basically what they're doing. Lesson number 3 that I learned is that clickbaiting actually works to a certain extent. In the beginning, I was like, yeah, clickbaiting is stupid, I'm not going to do that. And I still try to not really do it, but the more you get into YouTube and the more you get some videos that might be a bit more successful, it just shapes your thinking about videos. You don't think about like, oh, what could I necessarily talk about? You think about, oh, what could I talk about and how can I phrase that into a headline that actually people would want to click? And it really happens subconsciously. Even you don't want to do it, you do it automatically. Like, look at this video right now, right? It's like a 10 things that I learned video. People do that, but it is a format that a lot of people click. Like, not necessarily a lot, but more people click these kind of videos. And I guess rather than calling it just, well, things that I learned on YouTube, I put a 10 things I learned in front of it automatically, because it maybe brings in a few more views. At the same time, you have to be really careful. Like I said, it brings also a lot of hate and dislikes, right? If you have a topic or a headline on your video or a thumbnail or whatever that doesn't live up to what the video promises or the title promises, people just gonna hate you, and people gonna give you a lot of dislikes, which is also not great. So it is all about the balance. If you want your video to be clicked, you have to think about how you phrase your title, how you phrase your description, the tags and all that, but don't give it a title that you basically can't deliver on. Number 4 is that the louder you are, the more subs you get. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that do really, really smart commentaries, and they are very elaborate in their way of talking, but they don't have a lot of subs, right? Because YouTube is a massive young audience. Most people here are relatively young, at least people who consume a lot of videos. And then you look at people like, obviously the prime example is PewDiePie, but there are so many other people who are just freaking out in front of the camera, and they are just really loud and bold and screaming at the cam. And these guys have like 5-6 million subscribers. And I don't know if it's true, it's just my interpretation of it. Just looking even at people like Drifter or Review Tech USA, who both are really successful channels, but these guys make maybe like 80, 90,000 clicks a video, something along those lines, between 50 and 90 or whatever. And people who just scream at the camera and, in my opinion, often quite annoyingly raise their voice, these guys have like 3 million subs. And I just think like the louder you are, the more subs you get, but nonetheless, I'm not that kind of person. So to me, it is more important to just be who I am, but we're getting to that at a later point. Don't start, and that's point number 5 in my list, don't start a YouTube channel to make money with it. It will just lead to frustration. Do it because you love it. Do it because you want to share your opinion. Do it because you want to do tutorials, or you think something needs to be done on YouTube that nobody else has done. Do it for whatever reason, but don't do it just to make money, because there is a very high chance that you will be disappointed. Which leads straight to point number 6. If you want to make cash, then start with content that people actually want, right? Don't put a lot of opinion videos out there unless you're ready to grow really slowly. Put reviews out there, put tutorials out there, put videos out there that help people in their day-to-day life, how-to videos and all that stuff. Those videos always get many more views because they actually help people, and YouTube has become such a resource for like how to do things, whatever it is, or how to find out more about a product. So if you want to jump on the bandwagon and just try to generate cash with YouTube, then probably go down that route. From my experience, I gained a lot of the subscribers through the few reviews that I've done, and people love it and they follow me now, and it all started just with them watching a review video. Which leads me straight to point number 7, and that is some people are just awesome. You get a lot of morons and idiots coming to your channel, but most of them disappear again. But there are several people, especially on my channel, who just come back and they support and they share the videos and they leave meaningful comments underneath, and it's just great. Like, these are the things that just really reward you, and when you make a video and you get people that really get into it and they want to share their opinion. They see that you put effort into the video. That's just great. And even if it's just 2 or 3 comments under a video, it is so incredibly rewarding. And I don't think I need to mention how thankful I'm to these guys. You guys know who you are. So thanks a lot for everyone who has supported my channel so far. Getting to point number 8. And this is an extremely important one. You need to be committed. One or the other way. You don't need to stop your whole life and just evolve everything around YouTube. But for instance, in terms of quality, right, make sure your videos have the right quality. It's the quality of your recording, it's the quality of your content, how you thought about it, but also the consistency is so important. Like, don't upload 2-3 videos and then like, oh, I just get 20 views per video, I'm never gonna upload anything again because I don't get anything back, right? You need to be consistent in what you're doing. And I mean, at this point, I'm really busy, I'm having a baby, I can't upload a video every day, so I'm just uploading one every other week or whatever. But it's still a little bit of consistency going on. And generally, this is such an important life lesson. In anything you're doing, whether you go to school, whether you study, whether you work in a place, there will always be points where you're like, oh, I'm failing, this is shit. But at this point, you just have to get your shit together and continue doing what you do. Even you just have 5 views, even nobody cares about your content and nobody subscribes. Do it for yourself, right? And be prepared not to grow immediately. There are very few cases where people actually launch a channel and immediately start growing or gain whatever 10,000 subscribers in the first year. It just doesn't happen very often. So be prepared to not grow, but be committed. Be prepared to do videos for 5-6 years with 100 subs or something like that. Just set that picture in your mind and prepare for that to happen. And there's nothing wrong with it as long as you enjoy what you're doing. Point number 9. Structure your videos. Like, it is really important that you make yourself a few bullet points, or you just think about it before. Like, I have it sometimes that I think about a video for 3 weeks and I have a little notepad thing in my phone where I keep adding thoughts to it, and sometimes I'm in the tube and I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Great. Or I listen to a podcast and someone says something, I add that in there, and slowly after 2-3 weeks I have the content for a video together. And then I do it. And it just adds so much more weight to your videos when you actually think about it and structure your video, gather your thoughts over a longer period of time. There's nothing wrong with giving yourself a few notes or hints what you want to talk about. It is only beneficial, and it will really help to make your videos a bit more enjoyable for everyone who's watching it. And then point number 10, probably the most important one out of all those, and I've kind of touched on it before. Just do what you like and don't give a fuck about anyone else, right? Just enjoy yourself. If you feel like you want to do YouTube, then just do it. Like, prepare for the hate, prepare for anything, but just go down your route, develop your own thing, bring your vision to life, and just do your thing. You know, that's the most important thing. And I've seen like channels where people shut down and they're like, oh, I don't get the attention that I deserve and this is my last video. That's such a shame. Like, just do your stuff and enjoy it, and mainly do it for yourself. And if you keep doing that consistently over a long period of time, in the end you will succeed in one or the other way. And even if you just have like 5 people who really enjoy your content and they watch every video and leave a comment, that is already more than so many other people have. So just enjoy yourself and enjoy your own content, and try to be yourself in your videos, and don't try too hard to be something that you're not. So guys, these are my thoughts. I don't know if you have anything to add to this. If you have a channel on YouTube and you made your own experiences and you have your own thoughts, then please leave those down in the comment section below. I'd be really interested to hear about them. This video is way too long. I wanted to keep this really short, but well, kind of got out of hand once again. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. You can also leave the video a like, that would really help me out. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Bye.